This channel is created to release original content, music videos, art and films. It is also designed to show how I live for the creative arts, but I have to hold a regular job down at the same time. I can't do my passions full time, and one day I would love to. If you are in a similar position where you live for the creative arts, but you have other commitments that stop you from doing it full time, please consider subscribing to follow me on my journey, but also then it is designed to encourage you if you're in a similar situation and that we can share these ideas together. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of I Can't Make a Living Through My Hobbies. I'm sorry it's been a while. I didn't post an update video in May, mainly because I felt like nothing was going on much in the creative world. Life has certainly been busy in the normal sense. The same with June really, but I will update you with some of the things that has been going on, and it's just a way of getting myself out there too. I sometimes lose that drive because I'm maybe tired from work and other daily life things. I lose that drive for the creative passion, and so I still want to find a way to engage with everyone and to get this content out there. But I'm glad you're here. First of all, I've had a wonderful time going to the beach.
There's a really lovely view here of the beach, and yeah, it's really cool.
I had a wonderful time eating some yummy food. Creative content is still continuing to happen, and I've been working on Wish 2, the sequel to the first Wish film, which I'll link in the description right here. Please check that out if you haven't yet, if you want to see some of my films and my creative content. But I met up with Ryan, a really great actor. I picked him up in Cardiff. We drove all the way to Cwmbran into a library, hired out the office space, and it took us about 15 minutes or so to do a 2-page sequence, but I also needed other shots from other parts of the film.
When did it happen?
But it was a lot of fun. But then it's hard to think that filming is at least halfway done, and we're continuing to edit as we go through bit by bit, and I don't think you'll be disappointed come October or November when the film is out. I'm really looking forward to the end result.
Almost.
Someone in our college also had a birthday party. Actually, 2 people had a birthday party on the same day, so we had a 90th there. Wonderful Syrian restaurant in Cardiff. Really recommend that. And yeah, other things have involved me doing funny things like this. I did get a song and a music video out of this period, and it's called Dwi'n Hoffi Coffee, which means I like coffee in Welsh. And this song is written specifically for the Welsh comedy film that I have coming up, which I've mentioned in previous videos. It's an idea that I had. I wrote 110 plus pages of script, and it's going to be hopefully filmed next year and the year after that. 2 years in the making, actually 3 years with all the music on top. But this song you're going to hear, I'll first of all link in the description, but maybe I'll walk you through the song and talk to you how it came about. But it's going to be the opening song in this music video. It's amazing, friends, how many people have commented on this video and this song. I wrote it with the song not being that good, if I'm honest. It was just a rough kind of basic song, but it's incredible how catchy people think it is. And I know that's often a key to a song, is making it catchy. I tend to write quite quite technically, with odd time signatures, songs being quite long. But I thought, no, I need to bring it down right to the basics, 3 minutes, quite a basic verse, chorus, outro kind of song. And it's surprising, I mean, people liked it. People commented on YouTube, my family who like it, and people just in the streets who see me, oh, you know, I really enjoyed your song, how long have you been playing guitar for? So, yeah, but what is interesting about it, if you are a musician, the bottom E string is tuned down to a B flat, so it's quite low, which means it was quite easy to sing. It's in the time signature of 7/4. For most of the song, I believe the chorus then is in 4/4. And that's those little things that you can bring into songwriting, because I like progressive rock music, and bring in sort of interesting elements into a basic song. That was the idea. But I will link that in the description below. Please check out that video. Yeah, people on Facebook just love the song and spread it around, because I think the song does have has a potential. It is very exciting to be able to get the cast together for this comedy film that I'm writing. We're having a meeting in the beginning of July. It's about people who travel together throughout Wales. And that's also a way of encouraging Welsh filmmaking and filming in Wales, because some of it is in the Welsh language. So I'm hoping, again, that's another platform that people will find interesting. But 3 people came back to me out of the 4 who travel, and they're really excited, they're really keen. We're going to meet up and discuss some ideas, my ideas of how to film these things, where we're going to go, maybe what trick photography we're going to have to do. So that is going to be filmed bits of next year, and then they're going to come along in 2 years' time. It sounds like a long time to them, but already I've started writing music and getting the film together, so that's really exciting. I was also very honoured and excited to hear that I've been awarded my master's degree. It's hard to think that 3 years has come around so quick. When I did undergrad, it would often be broken down into like a 2-2, 2-1, or a first bachelor's degree. I'm not sure if they do that with a master's degree, if they break it down into a certain grade. So most of my essays I've been averaging maybe mid to high 60s in terms of marking. I never hit the 70s once, and I got a little bit disappointed by that. But I only hit the 70s twice in the undergrad, so it's okay. I like writing. I'm not the best in the world at it, but it's a platform. Whereas filmmaking, though, you know, I feel like I am good at that. It is a passion, and maybe this is a way to get ideas going and to get content out there, is through the filmmaking more than the writing. But my graduation will be coming up in July, and I will hopefully get some footage of that day, and so that will be very, very exciting. But yes, it is very encouraging to be able to receive my master's degree in theology. So I was very brave, I thought, and I decided to enter the film Wish One into a film competition of a sort of a local town in Wales. I didn't enter it into something like Cardiff, because I just knew there would be hundreds of filmmakers, thousands probably. You know, why should I be noticed in that kind of crowd? But I thought maybe a smaller one would get my foot in the door. So I paid a small fee to enter it. And because of that, now I'm getting updates of all the local film festivals that are coming up. And at first I didn't hear anything. And I was a bit discouraged. I thought, well, I don't mind not winning, but I would like to hear something. A few weeks went by and I thought, okay, I'm not going to hear anything. Then finally I did hear something, and the film wasn't submitted, so I didn't get through. But that's okay. I was just glad to hear something. But again, it did encourage me. You know, it really did, because I thought, okay, work harder next time. It's given me thinking of ways to get myself out there and getting the content released. And I'll keep entering films into competitions or documentaries, music videos, because I do want to be recognised, I suppose, and I would just like a little bit more of a growing of a fan base. So yeah, that was really cool to get to do. So friends, I'm going to be honest, in terms of my YouTube journey, I am very encouraged with the way I've been releasing stuff and updating people. Subscribers have been coming in, not as much as I would hope for. And I've been watching, maybe you can give me some guidance on this. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos in terms of how to grow your channel, and I'm doing the regular things like try to post 2 or 3 times a week, and sometimes I'll have periods where I can do that quite a lot, be that a mixture of films, music, or just general updates like this. But then as work kicks in, and sometimes I don't have a lot of drive, it can be hard to maintain those regular posts. And I also figure it's quite hard for a channel like mine, I suppose, to grow, because I am releasing original content, which basically means no one's ever heard it before or seen it before. You know, if it's a song, it's not like a popular song where you know it and you can want to know more about the channel. So I know I'm starting from scratch, basically, a brand new beginning. And I realize for my channel and content to take it off like this, it's finding those fans who are into that kind of music. It's building those networks. So I know it's going to take time. And it's because of that that I'm not completely discouraged. I know this is going to take time, but I am always amazed and very encouraged to the people who do contribute and do comment to the stuff that I create. And even if it's not completely their cup of tea, that's fine. I'm just happy to have some engagement, really. Other things I've been looking at on how to grow channel is that difference between content and demand. Perhaps you create a certain something, but there's not much demand for it, or there's a huge demand for certain content, and then you create that. Again, I'm trying to find the balance with that. If I'm creating original content, there's probably not going to be a demand because people don't know about it. But I've also been aware of things like the Welsh medium, Welsh music, and Welsh filming. There probably is a demand for that, and so I'm hoping I can meet that need. And it's interesting that people have been commenting on those videos, and even if it's not on YouTube, in everyday life, people have come up to me with my Welsh song saying how much they really enjoyed it. And I wrote it, as I said earlier, with the intention of it not being that good, if I'm honest, but there seems to be something quite catchy about it. I suppose the other thing a lot of these channels talk about, finding the niche, if that's the word, finding the thing that's very popular, the things that are talked about in popular culture. And again, I suppose my channel is not really aimed at targeting those messages, really. I will write philosophically and conceptually about topics I think that are interesting, about time travel, science fiction, theology. And again, I realize that is a finding your audience kind of thing. It's not like I'm talking about hot topics like politics and things like that. So who knows though, maybe it is something to think about to push the channel into that direction. I'm not really wanting to be controversial. I'm wanting to just be more of a source of entertainment, to bring joy to people, bring joy to the world. I suppose it's the criteria of how you want your channel to develop and grow. So I would just really appreciate your feedback on things like this.